Jigawa State Commissioner of Water Resources and some engineers are in Kazaure to bring an end to water scarcity in the area. Nigeria's coronavirus cases have increased to 1,182. Academic Staff Union of Universities also says its members are yet to be paid their withheld February and March salaries as directed by President Muhammadu Buhari. On the international scene, United States recorded 2,494 coronavirus deaths in the past 24 hours. Now the news in detail. The State Commissioner of Water Resources Alhaji Ibrahim Garba Giwa, along with engineers of the State Water Board, are in Kazauri to bring an end to the water scarcity in the area. The team has visited areas with problems and called on people to be patient as the team are doing their best to overcome the problem. Alhaji Ibrahim Garba Giwa said the state governor has given go-ahead to overcome the water problem within the shortest possible time. The commissioner was accompanied by acting managing director of Water Board. The commissioner was accompanied by acting managing director Water Board engineer Ziyanu Rabiu Kazauri and director operation of the Water Board engineer Abada Hirugumel. Jigawa State Malaria Control Program has advised persons of the state to maintain the culture of keeping a clean environment free of stagnant water. The State Commissioner of the program, Malam Bilia Haruna, made the call during an interview with News Agency of Nigeria in Dutse to commemorate the 2020 World Malaria Day. He explained that keeping an environment devoid of stagnant water helps eliminate contacts with mosquitoes. Malam Bilia Haruna therefore advised people, particularly rural dwellers, to imbibe the culture of keeping healthy and clean environment to avoid unnecessary infections as a result of dirty lifestyle. He advised that people should always visit hospitals for tests and treatment of malaria. Kudu Local Government Council has launched the disbursement of 2,480 bags of grains to 248 polling units in the area. The council's chairman Alhaji Muhammad Idris Falka made this known to the information officer of the local government. He said Governor Badara Abubakar donated the grains to be distributed to less privileged during the Ramadan period. Alhaji Idris Farkas said each polling unit received 10 bags of the grains, adding that the council paid the transportation of the grains to each wards in the area. He charged the beneficiaries to make good use of the grains. Member representing Hadija constituency Alhaji Abubakar Sadiq Jalo has distributed 200 cartons of spaghetti and 20 bags of sugar to people. Speaking at the ceremony, the lawmaker said the gesture was aimed at assisting less privileged and orphans to alleviate their sufferings. He said, in addition, some groups benefited from the gesture, which include NURTW, NATO, Blind and Cripples Association. The lawmaker said in the second disbursement, 20 widows will receive 5,000 naira each. He called on elected and appointed officers to work together towards assisting less privileged in the society. This news broadcast is coming to you on the combined services of Jigawa State Radio Corporation, AM and FM stations. The Academic Staff Union of Universities also says its members are yet to be paid their withheld February and March salaries despite a directive from the President that the money should be paid. The ASU President, Professor Biodun Ogunyemi, stated this in an interview in Abuja. He said, as at Friday last week, none of its members received their pay. Professor Biodun noted that the union will write the Minister of Finance, and other stakeholders to protest against alleged deliberate efforts by the Integrated Payroll and Personal Information System Office to complicate the process of salary payment. Kano State government says it has recorded 4 additional cases of the COVID-19, making a total of 77 confirmed cases in the state. The State Ministry of Health made this known on its verified Twitter handle. It says 1 COVID-19 death was recorded. It enjoined residents of the state to stay at home to break the chain of the virus transmission. Bayero University Kano BUK says it will establish a COVID-19 test center to help in managing the COVID-19 pandemic in Kano State. The Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Yahuza Bello, disclosed this at COVID-19 press briefing at the State House the Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Yahuza Bello, disclosed this at the COVID-19 press briefing at the Government House, Kano. According to Bello, the new test center will have the capacity to test 180 samples as against the 40 samples that were tested daily at the NCDC Center at Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital. Professor Yahuza Bello, who is also the chairman of COVID-19 fundraising committee, reiterated the institution's commitment to curbing the spread of the disease. Earlier, Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje revealed that arrangements have been concluded to establish 10 mobile courts in the state to punish offenders of the lockdown order in the state. The governor also said the state government was planning production of 1 million face masks. Nigeria's coronavirus cases have increased to 1,182. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control made the disclosure in its Twitter. It announced that 87 new infections were recorded in the country, while 35 fatalities and 222 recoveries were reported. According to the center, the lethal infections has spread to 29 states, including the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. It stated that 87 new cases of COVID-19 have been recorded, 33 in Lagos, 18 in Borno, 12 in Osun, 9 in Katsina, 4 in Kano, 4 in Ekiti, 3 in Edo, 3 in Bauchi, and 1 in Imo. A state-by-state breakdown showed that Lagos has 687. A step-by-step breakdown shows that Lagos has 689 cases, while FCT has 138 infections, followed by Kano with 77 cases. The United States recorded 2,494 coronavirus deaths in the past 24 hours. A report from Johns Hopkins